From his Central Texas Command Center, deep behind enemy lines, the information war continues. It's Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Okay, going back to Jim Tucker, I'm going to let him go in a moment because I know he's busy. Jim, I wanted to finish up. We've got Bilderberg 2009 coming up. Now, just keep going back to this. It's such a big deal. You have sources inside Bilderberg. We'll just leave it at that. Esalen admits he has Bilderberg Group members, but I don't want to say much more than that. This is just off the charts amazing that these bastards are going to be celebrating the economic collapse, which is they're then hoarding all the bailout money they get through our governments they control. Do you think this hoax is going to be able to continue on? I mean, this is a very arrogant and bold move by them.
No, because, as we mentioned earlier, public awareness is increasing. Even if politicians dare not use the word Bilderberg, they're forced, as your governor was, to acknowledge that there is a problem, and we must face it. We have seen so many examples of it being reported, not with the term Bilderberg not used in the national media. You've cited some broadcast statements. The awareness is growing, and politicians are scared. They're even talking about what Bilderberg denounces as protectionism. Nationalism, is Bilderberg acknowledges, is on the increase. And a nationalist is a horrible thing in the Bilderberg view. So, and as I mentioned earlier, they're far behind their own timetable for a world government. So I think they're ultimately going to fail. But the trouble is, the Americans are not fighting back hard enough like the Europeans are fighting back. And Europe, England still refuses to join the European Union's common currency. They still keep the pound. They refuse to surrender further sovereignty to the European Union. And there's demands throughout the European Union member states for less power by the European Union and more sovereignty all the time. But the United States, we're not fighting back as hard, and that's why certain bad things could still happen even if Bilderberg is on the ropes. For example, if we join the World Court, as Obama wants to, we've surrendered a great deal of sovereignty we'll never get back, because the International Criminal Court and the World Court are would both be superior to our own United States Supreme Court. And tragically, recently departed Justice Sandra Day O'Connor is among those who advocate our surrendering sovereignty to the International Criminal Court. They are, sadly, the son of the direct descendant of Supreme Court Justice and President of the United States William Howard Taft, and his son, the late Robert Taft, the great America First senator from Ohio. But the latest Robert Taft, the fourth, is all for surrendering our sovereignty to the International Criminal Court. They just had a press conference in Washington demanding that we join the International Criminal Court just a few days ago.
And that means, for those that don't know, fully adopting the European system of guilty until proven innocent, getting rid of juries, having tribunals. And we've had Supreme Court justices in Time Magazine, in USA Today, come right out and say, oh, we take our orders now from the higher court, from the International Criminal Court. So this process is happening.
Yes, they'll sit around there. Those fools will sit around the Supreme Court chambers and talk openly about how we certainly should look to the decisions made by foreign courts in applying constitutional law to the United States. That's absurd on its face. And one of the strongest patriots on the Supreme Court is Clarence Thomas, who, although he is himself a Negro, is hated by liberals for opposing affirmative action. There's euphemism for racial preferences.
All right. Well, Jim Tucker, we appreciate you coming on the show. We appreciate your close to 50-something years covering news and 30-plus years. What is it, 32, 33, 34 years? How long have you been covering Bilderberg?
Since 75, so make it 05, 40, 33 years, I guess.
All right. Well, I really appreciate you coming on, and I hope you'll join us from... you're going to be going to Greece, right, to cover Bilderberg?
Yeah. The itinerary is on our website.
Okay, fantastic. And folks, again, can get your book at INFOWARS.com in the shopping cart. Jim Tucker's Bilderberg Diary, put out by American Free Press. Jim, thank you so much for spending time with us. And when do I need to have my producer check your itinerary to set a couple of updates from you while you're at Bilderberg 2009?
Oh, whatever he wants to, remembering that there's a 7-hour time difference because when we're on daylight time, it's
yeah. So we'll be interviewing you then every evening at say 7 o'clock.
Or we can pick out some such. No, it'd be better to do it in the middle of the afternoon because we normally have our, as you will recall from your own experience, we have our pool meeting in the evenings.
No, I know, but see, we're live 11 to 3 p.m. So I guess if it's a 7-hour difference in the Mediterranean, in that zone in Greece, that I could have you on at like 11, and then that would be at 6 o'clock. I mean, that's how we've had to do it in the past. I guess I could record the interviews, Jim.
Or how about 2 p.m. Greek time? That would still be within your nighttime frame, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I do have a nighttime show, but Jason Burness is doing that now. Well, we'll figure it out, Jim, regardless.
Okay,
regardless, yeah, I know you have your pool reports going on there, but it's always breaking news on what's coming up in the next year because these people really do run the planet. Jim Tucker, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.